Yo, what's going on, guys? Gonna be showing you how to carry on Pantheon in the mid lane. He's pretty insane right now. His win rates on his 3 most picked builds are all above a 65%, so it's safe to say this champ is nuts. So you wanted to go ahead and take Press the Attack, Presence of Mind with Tenacity, Coup de Grace, Sudden Impact, Treasure Hunter, Attack Speed 80, and Magic Resist. Pantheon plays best against burst champions since you can counter out all their bursts with your E. You'll take 0 damage when your shield is facing towards them. We're up against I think it's a Mordekaiser. I thought it was going to be an 𝐒𝐿𝐈. Either should be fine. Looks like they're doing a bit of an invade right now. Pantheon's level 1 is solid, but he really does shine at level 3 when you get all of your bursts together. Once you've bursted your target, your Q does crit if they're below 20% health. So it does absolute heaps. It's technically more than a crit. It does more than double its base damage. Instead of 76, it does 167. So level 3, you really shine. Our laner is going to be late to lane. Vigo got pushed off his first jungle camp. That kind of sucks for him, but he just needs to back off. We can't fight it. Lulu's in Fountain. Level 1, you want to look to poke your opponent as much as possible with your Qs because they're on a short cooldown and you can trade off well with corruptions, getting lots of health and mana back. And every time you eat a corruption, you get damage on your next attack against the enemy. This is interesting. We're going to hit level 2 first, then we're going to all in him. Standard Pantheon trading pattern. Going to jump on his head, into the Q, auto, and walk him down a bit. He's not level 2, so we should be able to take him in a fight in theory. Which is what we're about to do here. That being said, Mordekaiser is kind of annoying. The reason why Pantheon mid is way better than Pantheon top right now is playing against squishies. You can get to that crit on your Q way more consistently. So if you have to play against a bruiser or tank mid, it's actually really annoying. It's way better versus squishy mid laners, for sure. Things like Fizz, Talon, Zed, Pantheon has around 60% and higher win rates against. He has a 7% against Fizz, 59% against Zed, 64% against Talon. He does extremely well against Veigar as well because you can soak his R with your shield. On your first item back, you want to look to get as much of your eclipse as possible. We'll pick up double longsword here. Pick up a control ward and an oracle lens because we're going to be, well, actually we don't need oracle lens, but we will grab the control ward. Oftentimes you can simply roam with your R. You'll just go into bush and then R down a lane. It does absolute heaps of damage and a 50% slow for 2 seconds. Super, super big. Our level 3 is way better for fighting more than our level 2. On level 2, we jump in on him with empowered W from passive auto attack Q, but then he shreds us. But we can use our E to block off pretty much all of his damage. Auto attack into the E. And we avoided pretty much all of that. Should be able to trade off well with the corruptions. We'll get our passive up and jump on him here in a moment. Our jungler's gonna get soloed, that's fine. He had a rough start. We might have to wait for our ignite to come back up to be able to kill the Mord. He feels like a bit of a counter since his Q outranges my Q. Pretty annoying to play against. That's fine though. We'll make it work. Ultimately, we're a lot more mobile. If you find yourself in a matchup where you can't kill it because it's just too beefy, then you're going to be playing for 6 and looking for roams. I think that's what we're going to have to do here. Because this feels bad. Feels really, really bad. His shield counters us so hard when we go in. He gets to soak so much of our damage. We'll look for the serrated, head back to lane with all of our corruptions back up. And we might be able to build a consistent lead through that alone if he keeps purchasing potions. Eclipse is super, super strong for Pantheon. The extra movement speed it gives you after hitting them with 2 separate attacks, max health damage, incredibly nice. The movement speed helps you to disengage or stay on top. Against enemy champions, when you're trading, you pretty much always want to do empowered Ws because it stacks your passive faster. If you're just poking, empowered Qs and your E to stay on top is really nice because your empowered E gives you a bunch of movement speed. So if you have to escape and you need movement speed, empowered E is the way to go. Generally speaking, you want to lean into the empowered Ws for all-ins. It seems like we have to dodge his auto attack Q. He's dead. He's literally dead. If we dodge his hook, I think we beat him. His hook is what really messes us up because we can kite him out with our Qs because our Qs way outrange his autos. But if he lands his hook, it forces us into a really bad fight. So we just need to look to dodge that. Our R is ready. 𝐒𝐿's looking kind of roamable. Go ahead and R all the way through. We'll W on her face into the Q. Oh, that sucked. We're gonna have to flash out. That was really awkward. That was a great R by 𝐒𝐿. I didn't think she still had it. Also, you pretty much never want to charge up your Q because it puts it on full cooldown. If you use it as a little poker, it goes on half cooldown. Charging it up is a bit of a noob trap. You only do it when you have to if you can't reach them otherwise. It doesn't even do any more damage if you charge it, which is kind of ridiculous. It's only a downside because it goes on full cooldown. Pretty lame. Pretty lame. Yeah, it even does less damage to additional targets that it hits. When you use it as a poker, it does full damage to every target hit instead. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to catch up to that. Mord's level 6. I don't necessarily want to fight that. He's trying to bait out for the stun. Well, E, we block up most of his damage. Auto attack Q. Mord must not have R. Yeah, he's killable. We'll wait for the E. We have a lot of gold. It's been a very, very messy game. Pantheon usually likes messy with corruptions. See if we can find a Q poke on him here as he steps up for some minions. Yep. We find the crit. He gets the hook. And we get Giga creep blocked and almost die because of it. We need to hurry and shove this. But that damage, what you saw right there, is exactly why Pantheon mid has such a high win rate right now. People fall into that 20% threshold. They don't realize it. And boom, you snap them. All of a sudden your Q starts doing more than double damage. It looks like it's 250, 200, and anywhere from 220 to 250% bonus damage there. It's quite a bit. Better than a normal crit. It's like a crit with IE basically. We don't actually have boots yet. It's kind of funny. You don't necessarily need them though. If you're going to be roaming a lot out of lane, you'll need them. But if you're winning lane and you don't really, because you can just R out of mid lane. Another reason why Pantheon mid's win rate's way better than Pantheon top. Look at that R distance. From mid we can go bot or top. From top you can only really go mid. Generally want to max their E second, W last. Oh, that hurt. We have huge item advantage on him. His hook's on cooldown. We can do a soft freeze here. I'll step off to the side of our minions. Try to entice him to step up. He really wants these, you can tell, but he knows he shouldn't go for it. This isn't a true freeze, it's a soft freeze. Sejuani's top side. Pyke's bot side. We're safe to kill him. Get our corruptions in the right slot. Our R's up, so I would like to roam with this. Hopefully he'll step up for this. Yeah, he couldn't quite reach it, so he missed his cannon. That's tragic for him. He's missing a lot of CS right now. It's the right move though. If he steps up, he'll die. W auto Q into the E. Basically, you want your E to come up right as they're trying to drop their load on you. By the time they come out of your stun and you hit them with one auto is when they're going to be trying to hit you with everything. Your E also does damage at the end. You can cancel it early if you want to land it if you think they're going to get outside of its range for whatever reason. I'm going to look for the trade, auto attack into the Q. I'm going to walk him down. Oh, that was so close. We didn't get the crit is what happened. We needed the E then Q there. We were going to have to take some turret shots as we went in for the Q. I think that would have been our best option. We'll go ahead and shove this down hard. We can look for the roam. Pantheon has really good wave shove with Q max. Always want to go Q max first. Start getting points in our E and we can look to dive bot. We'll go after this play it. You're not going for the kill. I assume she has her R though. Holy crap, that wave clear. The wave clear is too good. He's still not a full item. We could go bot. Here it is. Sejuani's not gonna be able to cancel it in time, but she knows where we are. W, auto Q, down she goes. 𝐒𝐿𝐈 gives the kill to Lulu. That's fine by me. I don't really care. Twitch is on his way. I'm here before him, so I might as well dump this. And then he can rotate off here to mid. If I'm already there, there's no reason for him to spend another 15 seconds coming. Pantheon has great base movement speed at 345. Stun into Q. We don't quite nick it. I'm going to run mid real quick and shove the wave. Team should take dragon while we shove. We can take this first turret. The rest of the minions are coming, so there's no reason for me to waste a Q on this. Oof. We're missing some minions there. Looks like we did get the dragon. That's sweet. We need to get our boots. The latest you want to get boots on Pantheon at the absolute latest is after Eclipse. And we're really starting to push that here. Generally, you want to go for the Merc Treads. Since they can't hurt you during your E, all they can really do is CC you. And you want to be able to get out of that ASAP. After your Eclipse, you're pretty much always going to be going for Black Cleaver. It gives you survivability, lots of damage, and a bit of utility as well with the armor penetration. After Cleaver, it's almost always into Death's Dance. His highest win rate builds, all 65% win rate and higher. It's always Eclipse, into Black Cleaver, third item is Death's Dance or Mod, depending on if you need magic resist or armor. Against their team, wow, we actually need the magic resist, so we'll get Death's Dance maybe never this game. They're full AP except for the Pike. This is definitely a Mod game after the Cleaver, which is just fine because Ma is very, very good on Pantheon. Don't want to throw our shutdown gold. The biggest mistake you can make on a snowball champion is Pantheon. Looking for the rotation at the moment. These guys are chilling mid. Mordekaiser is still not full item, neither is Sedge. We can kite him out here with our Q. Kind of force them to come to us a bit. Ah. Hopefully Viego doesn't die there. And he did. Gonna block off that last auto attack WQ. Probably didn't need to ignite. Oh well. We'll kite her out. If you ever need to kite out melee champions, just Q and walk away. It's really hard to approach on that. It's almost like a GP barrel in terms of damage output. It's pretty quick animation as well. Our R is up. We're the furthest person up on the map. We need to leave. We're gonna get pinched. Now Jace is basically the furthest one up. I'm okay with that. We'll look for the R over here. We'll get ready for it. Someone's likely to come and try to stop him. Such as this 𝐒𝐿. Jace is backing off, so this doesn't make a lot of sense to R on top of here. We'll go for this guy instead. He has tier 2 boots. He's pretty fast. He's only moving 10 movement speed slower than us. They get the double. I'm thinking about just going bot then. It's a lot of minions. Basically 2 waves. And my teammates are grouping up on me mid, so we might as well head to the split. None of them can solo us at the moment. Oh, hey, 𝐒𝐿𝐈. Clips will keep you nice and healthy on the split. Even if you're tanking some minion damage, it won't matter. 2 of them are top, 1 of them dead, so at most we're fighting kind of 2 people bot right now. Could stack up our passive against the Krugs. It's kind of funny how good of a jungler Pantheon is right now. They just buffed him as a jungler recently. It's actually pretty gnarly that he can play like jungle and mid so well at the moment, and he's a solid support on top of it. They're starting to catch up a bit. They got shut down. They have the 𝐒𝐿 Sejuani scaling. A little nerves to jump in on this. They have a lot of CC. But I will do that. Block that off from this guy. We need it. Oof. I don't think Mordekaiser's going to do well in there with the Jace. He's more fed than I am. Auto attack into the Q. We get the Eclipse shield. Spear chunk. We missed. Now it's on full cooldown as well. Nice try. 𝐒𝐿𝐈. Yeah, she's dead. That's a high level ignite against a low level 𝐒𝐿𝐈. She's going to get incinerated by that. Nice. Oh, yeah, they need to buff his Q charge. It's literally worse in every way to charge it. It goes on full cooldown, and everything past the first target hit takes 50% reduced damage. That's so ridiculous. It's so counterintuitive in League to have a chargeable ability, but it's worse when charged. It's so mind-boggling. Every ability in the League that's chargeable either does more damage, goes on lower cooldown, or is better in like some way by charging it, other than just increased range. I guess the exception to that is Xerath Q is going to be the main exception, but even with Xerath Q, it's not worse by charging it, by doing potentially less damage. We'll kite this back. We need some space and time for our other abilities to come up. Oh, give me the stun, baby. Give it to me. Q into the E. Yeah, these guys are screwed. As long as we don't throw shutdown gold, they are not coming back. Might as well stay on turret. Unless they push hard for dragon here. In which case, here we go. Hey, friend. Down he goes. That's some huge damage, our E. It does way more damage when it ends rather than the duration. About double the damage. When we ended it early, it did nearly 500 damage to him. Not including Eclipse damage either. Sucks. We don't get red buff. Hey, kill. Walk her down with the empowered E. Get her with the stun. I'm gonna have to kite this guy out. And down he goes. Couldn't kill us fast enough. It's not easy to finish Pantheon. He waits on his E timer. It doesn't matter if you're a million stack Nasus or Vigar. When he's got his E pointed at you, you can't hurt him. Kind of annoying how that works. I'm gonna back here, and they quit. Oh, baby. What a game. All right, guys. I'll see you in part 2. That was a short one. Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to part 2. This time we're up against a Yone in the mid lane. Should be a lot of fun. I think their comp's pretty scary with the Zillion Shen. It's going to make it hard for us to burst people down. Team wants to invade. If it was a Lux or a Hyper Squishy in the mid lane, you can start W and look for the cheese all in to the death. 9 out of 10 times it's best to start Q because it gives you the flexibility of not having to do that. So our Q does outrange Yone's Q, I believe. So we should be able to trade off Qs with his, and he'll get frustrated and have to concede the wave to us. At least that's what the hope is. Now the question is Zillion paying attention? And the answer is yes, he is. Invades in solo queue, super dicey. It's generally an advantage to invade, because odds are they're not stacked for it. And if they're not stacked for it, there's a high chance of getting a free kill. First blood is, I believe, worth 400 gold instead of 300. So you can build yourself a nice little gold lead to start the game. With that being said, if you don't have time to base to spend that gold, then it only matters for so much, especially if you happen to die before you get a chance to spend it. All right, we're gonna try to bully him off the wave against Mord. This was kind of impossible because his Q outranged our Q. And he's pretty dang tanky, so we'll see. All right, we missed one minion. Finally got a Q on this guy. Looks like he took bone plating. I'm gonna try to just keep him off. We need 2 more minions for level 2. Our passive isn't gonna be ready either, so that's kind of annoying. Wow, we actually, oh, I miscounted. That's interesting. A little bit out of it. That's all right. He's playing super far back. He's giving our Q a lot of respect. There it is. We found it again. He still got that one minion though. Get him with the Q auto. I wanted the last one. I couldn't quite find it. We need to start using corruption potions on our trades with him. That way we can stack up the damage, and plus we need to use a potion anyways. Oh, we whiffed cannon. Oh, hey Nasus. Hey friend. We'll just pop E on him here. Turn on the Nasus. And he's dead. I'll be taking that. Later, Yone. Yone had to kick back to his start, so I re-engaged. I could kind of time him pulling out, and then we could bait Nasus into a fight, him thinking it was a 2v1, when in reality, it was going to be a 1v1. Very nice. Nasus jungle is a massive 1v9 jungler. You have to work around his weaker pre-6, though. His level 6, he's arguably one of the strongest champions in the game. His R gives him around 300 extra health. It's like 40 extra armor, magic resist, 3% max health burn damage against every enemy around him, plus his Q on half cooldown. So he's pretty nutty at 6. But like I said, his pre-6 is a bit questionable to where he needs to try to avoid those type of fights against strong laners like Pantheon. We have item advantage even though we don't have as much CS as this guy. Our CSing struggling a little bit. Shisha, got it. Nice. We don't have ignite. We got our corruption. It's a bit of an advantage we have on this guy. He doesn't have refills, so every time he uses a potion, he's gonna have to pay for it. I'm gonna go ahead and dump this wave. We're not going to be able to freeze it from this position. Oh, it's very clear we might as well dump it. We'll roam top side. Force Shen to back off maybe. Or we'll just get Yone to push the wave, which is kind of what we want anyways. Shen should probably just let this wave come back to himself here. GP is out of mana, so I think this roam is going to be a huge waste of time. Yeah, looks like Shen knows anyways. Shen's playing back now. He's playing back against the GP's out of mana. Realistically, GP should be trying to dump this wave with that type of minion advantage. It looks like we are going to miss 1 XP from a melee. We could probably freeze it from here. This is not a great matchup for Yone, especially in the early game. It's kind of challenging for Yones and Yasuos. Any champion where their main damage tool you outrange with your Q is inherently a very bad matchup for them. Because every time they step up, they get speared. And we're chilling. Don't know where he went. Doesn't really matter. Once we have 6, we can outroam him anyways. Oh my god, we missed cannon. I was staring at the ranged minion in the back, trying not to miss it. Took my eye off the prize there. This is not a freeze. I'm going to go ahead and dump it since we're 6. We might as well. And that is a dump. Yeah, we'll just go bot right now. Zillion's dead. He's got nowhere to go. I'll be taking that. He's trying to make sure Ashe gets the kill. What a butthole. We still got the gold for it though. He only has 3 ranged minions and 1 key. Like, I might as well reset. There's no reason to run back for this. I'm not going to get any of it anyways. So we might as well do a tactical reset. Keep building into our clips. Grab double longsword with boots, head back to lane. He's trying to shove his cannon wave as fast as he can. Spent a little bit too long in base there. This game's going well in our favor so far. I think we have the better early game comp with the Ashe versus the Zillion. The Zillion way outscales. Yone's probably also going to outscale us as well. Oh, nice. He took a lot of damage for that. That ability is so broken. He gets to go through CC with it super easily. We're going to go ahead and just keep dumping waves at this point. He's not willing to play lane against us, so we're better off dumping and roaming. You'll run into a lot of mid laners like that. And mid lane's also one of the most... It's the most prevalent tactic in mid since it's such a short role. If someone refuses to fight you, you can't really force them to. I guess she's just trying to make sure I don't get the gold. That was really weird. He just didn't want me to get it. Oh, that was a great ward on my part. Blocked off a lot of his damage. Leader picks up the kill. Auto attack empowered Q. Got on our corruptions. I'll ignite him into a WQ. We get the crit because he had no health left. At this point, we should probably stay for the plate. This isn't roamable. They're playing safe, and I don't have my R up, so we might as well stay. You can hit most of the wave with your Qs. Even if it's perfectly lined up, though, it's kind of hard to hit all 6. A lot of times you just end up with 5. This guy actually gonna miss. Oh, never mind. I thought he was gonna miss both of those. I have blue buff, so I want to trade heavy with him here. Auto into the E. We juke that out. He's dead. Goodbye. Oh, all right. Okay. See, that's why I'm telling you, man. I could have just flashed, Q'd him at point blank range. Charging Qs on Pantheon is absolute crap. It's so bad. Q auto attack into the E. Nice. Oh, it wasn't a crit. It wasn't a crit. It was a crit. We'll take it. Dang. Yeah, it's so hard to tell, man, if they're below 20% health. Like, what if they're 22% health and you just don't know it? We'll stay for this plate and then reset. There's no reason to bat when there's a perfectly juicy plate for us to take. Hey, and we're out of there. We got Eclipse against their team. Oh, man, I'm feeling depleted. I really am. Their team's super AD heavy. With the Yone, Shen, Nasus. They might actually be on Dragon right now. Maybe they just went for Scuttle. We'll run back to mid. Yeah, they actually just went for Scuttle there. We have a little bit of a CS advantage, which is nice considering how poorly we've been last hitting. We've been letting minions fall through the crack when we're not even under pressure. What is going on over there? Alright, later guys. It's time for you to get what's coming to you. This might actually turn out really badly. Got him with the crit. Auto her down. Didn't even need to use our E. Kind of funny. I guess if you cancel your E, it does more damage than an auto. It makes... There's a base amount of time before it lets you cancel it, though. It's like a half a second or a second. I don't know where Nasus is. He's not very fed, though. Nasus is way overplayed his early game. He's put himself super far behind. He might not be able to get back into this game as long as we keep getting off successful roams. We'll go ahead and stay. There's no one here to contest us. Plus our R is on cooldown. Staying will be the highest value. He laid Herald actually just on time. Herald scrapes 2 plates and a sliver. You don't want to lay it way before that because each plate you take makes the turret tankier. Herald does true damage. R's on cooldown. We can't do anything about top. Big wave bot pushing towards our bot lane. We could go there and we just DC'd. What? No. All right, we're back on our internet. It went out and it looks like we died while we were gone there. That is not the end of the world, but we definitely lost a lot of tempo off that. We're gonna go ahead and backpedal with our E. This fight is so awkward. At least Zillion R is on cooldown. Might be able to just kite this out slowly but surely. Get her with the Q into the E. Cancel the E. Down she goes. Need to try to heal off these minions with our Eclipse. Don't die to the Zillion there. Might be able to find a Spear Toss, and that's Dragon for our team. Only person alive is Yone. Oh man, yeah, you never want to play off of phone. Phone hotspot internet. Seems like a bad idea. Boy, oh boy. Solid team fight. We get the stun at the QE. Down he goes. Stun auto QE. Standard Pantheon. Can kite the Vayne out pretty hard. She's not doing crazy damage right now. As she gets more and more items, it'll be more challenging to do. It's just a few autos will shred us. We'll go for Death's Dance against their team. They're super AD heavy here. We'll go ahead and R in once a teammate gets a little bit closer. We could play for Dragsoul. Dragsoul's fine for a win con. The whole snowballing thing doesn't work very well once you throw your shutdown gold and you DC from the game for a couple of minutes. Hey, Vayne. Oh, wow. She actually tumbled the other way. Big Jin Snare. Or to just dump on her head. Get her with this. Get her with the stun. Our Q was on full cooldown there from the charge up. Poke him over the wall. End of the E. He can't kill us. Nice try from the Nasus. Vayne Tumble got me real good. Gonna get the chain vest and a longsword here. We can definitely solo the Yone still. It's mainly just the Zilean Vayne. Any kind of heavy duty anti-carry champion like Malzahar or Zilean is super annoying for Pantheon. They press one button and it throws away your whole all-in to where you have to play more scrappy with like your Q-tip pokers and to use double E's in fights and stuff. Forces you to play much more dynamically than optimal in Pantheon. He's more optimal, is just he goes in, blows his load, somebody dies. Go ahead and take this real quick. Don't mind if I do. Uder's on the other side of the map, so we might as well. I don't have R to get to him either, so I'll take these as well. If I had R, I probably would have just rotated. He's out of there. He's really, really fast. At this point in the game, we just want to focus on team fighting and not get caught in a weird split push position. I would like to jump on Zilean and force him to R himself, if possible. His bot lane's rotating over here. We can't go in. Yeah, we need more teammates. There's no objective the enemies have to fight for here, so there's nothing really tethering them to fight. Ayo, hey Yone. Down he goes. Imagine me being able to run down Zilean. Decent GPR. There's just no way to get to that guy. He's too fast. We'll go shred the Shen. I have Black Cleaver. He's only one full item. Look at that shred. It's already almost dead. We just need one more stun. He's actually gonna die here. Yep. Black Cleaver is absolutely cracked. Plus Eclipse does max health damage, which is mega balanced. Vayne kiting it out, but Zilean doesn't have R. Auto attack QE. Into more Qs. Oh, it wasn't a crit. If he was just a little bit lower, we've gotten that big fatty daddy crit. Oh well, they lose inhib. Man, it feels bad not having a big shutdown over our head though. Oh well. Probably win this drag fight. I could even base and then R to drag. I don't think I need to though. They shouldn't be able to approach us. Uder probably wants it. He's fairly fed. He could make good use out of it. Honestly, probably better use than us. He's tanky enough to stay in a fight to constantly apply the red buff. We're not tanky enough to do that. Oof. Ashe gets picked. Block off all that sweet damage. Back into the stun. Down he goes. My E's about to be up. We can re-engage. Goodbye Vayne. And goodbye Zilean. Oh, almost had it. I might actually die here. Yeah, I'm dead. I can't get away from Nasus, dude. Not the way I was in on it. No, don't give him plus 12. Run. Nasus wasn't able to finish. We get Dragon off of that as well, so it's not the end of the world. We'll go ahead and pick up a control word. The longer the game goes on, the more team reliant you become on Pantheon. You tend to struggle more in team fights, especially if they have a lot of AoE CC, like a Chen Taunt or Zilean Stun, or both of Yone's AoE CC abilities. Getting the drag souls is a nice, or I should say getting the dragons to build into drag soul is a great insurance policy. We'll pick up a blue ward. It's much better for Pantheon because of your R in the same way that it is for a Jhin R or a Zerath R. You can snipe people out with your vision. We'll go top and kill this guy. He's only 2 items. We're 3. Plus we have double armor. He doesn't have any armor. We don't even need an R for this. He's going to greed and push for turret. It is a... well, actually not. Well played by him. Oh, never mind. I gave him too much credit. Chasing him is not the best idea. Oh, whoa, that jam's cracked. It didn't even count my stun. He didn't get stunned or take damage. Sheesh. That's not how abilities work in this game. I'm coming for you, Yon. We tanked so much there, but I'm gonna die. We were tanking 3 people and we did a decent amount of damage and shredded armor. Udyr should be able to clean up. Zillion no R. I don't know why we don't go for the Nexus, but he gets the Penta. Very nice. And that should be game over. Oh, man. Pretty solid. Pantheon's so cracked, man. He's so cracked right now. When you play him, I think you should ban a top lane champ or support champ to bait them out, because a lot of people don't expect Pantheon mid or Pantheon jungle. So when I play Pantheon mid, I usually look for a top lane ban, like 𝐒𝐻𝐂𝐈𝐀𝐋𝐒. 𝐒𝐻𝐂𝐈𝐀𝐋𝐒 or Riven. Oh, that sucks. Game's still not over yet. He may have gotten a pentakill, which is in theory 1500 gold, but they just got 1000 gold from killing him. So the thing about League of Legends, kills don't mean a whole lot. Objectives matter way more. If you have 4 dragons and they kill you, they don't get diddly nothing. But if you have 20 kills and they kill you, they get 1000 gold. Oh, Ash, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, that's kind of interesting. Got it. The Q, auto into the E. Yeah, you can't hurt this. That's right. Pantheon with his teammates behind him is so much better because you can get your consistent crits off the 20% health. That's GG's right there. Very nice. There's not a single champion in the game that's tankier than a Pantheon E. Oh, man. One well-timed Pantheon E just breaks the game. Hey, Yon. We cancel the E to damage in there. I'll wait on his back end there. Gotta go for the Zill build. Oh, I'm tanking turret there. I didn't even realize it. Whatcha! Missed my spear. Sick. Still shred his crap out of his armor with our E. Oh, not Vayne. Oh, I'm gonna die here. Yeah, I'm gonna die here. Holy crap. I needed a GP barrel or something, or I should have just let him die. That was not worth it. That was not worth it all. We'll pick up a BF sword. We'll go for GA. Keep playing for drag fights. A little disappointed we couldn't end there. As long as we keep winning dragons, I guess it doesn't matter. We have such little CS, holy crap. Part of it's due to the DC, part of it was due to just roaming a lot. Probably 40% DC, 40% roaming, and just like 20% just not farming well in lane. Oh man. Yon is in real deep on our team, and he gets a kill out of it. It's absurd. Kill the Vayne early. I actually got some damage on her. Down she goes. I had flash so I could easily keep up with her there. Who's alive? I'm just gonna end it. I don't care. I'm ending. Udyr can try to 1 versus 2. I think I could low-key 1 versus 2 those guys. We should just end though. There's no need to do all that. He gets the kill. He's gonna outplay. Absolute beast. Is that trick 2G? What's going on here? He must have put a lot of points in turtle stance to be able to survive that. Oh baby, what a good game. We'll take a look at damage dealt, damage taken. I'm kind of curious. Looking at damage dealt to enemy champions, even with DCing and farming like crap, we still have the most damage in the game. Not too shabby. Pantheon mid is definitely balanced. For damage taken, we took for self-mitigated. I don't know if that actually counts as E. I know self-mitigated is shielded and your armor and magic resist. I don't know if his E counts because you're technically not taking any damage, so I'm curious. Someone let me know. All right, so most damage dealt, not the most damage taken, but a decent amount. For runes, really high value. I really recommend Pantheon, mid lane, and this build. He's a whole lot of fun. You hit level 6, you kind of win the game, at least win the mid game off of his level 6, similar to a TF, where there's not many champions who could match that type of pressure on the map. And playing him from mid lane, you can R top, you can R bot, you can R anywhere in the jungle to help your jungler. It's a whole lot of fun. So yeah, give it a try. If you guys enjoyed, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is 𝐒𝐿𝐂𝐋𝐒. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.